Alright everyone, it's OG from OG Scale Models again. Wanting to give a little update on the mini tractor puller and talk to you about the chassis, stuff like that. As I said before, uh, the chassis on this thing is really fragile. I mean fragile, guys, okay? As you can see from this one, I broke it all to pieces basically trying to get these things right here is called supports. Trying to get the supports out of here. Man, pain in my rump. Alright, the first one, which is this one that I built, I broke it in two places. I broke it back here, this bar right here. I broke it there. I broke both of the weight pieces off the back of the tractor, these two pieces. Okay. And the only thing I could do, the rest of it come apart, the supports out of it pretty decent. Okay. Uh, so basically what I did was I cut tubing and replaced these two pieces here, and these broke off flush with the basically chassis, so all I had to do was re-glue them. But still, it's really difficult. I don't know. I'm gonna have my wife drop it different on the plate. Right now, when it's on the plate of the 3D printer, it prints like this, straight up and down, like this. Okay. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or what, but maybe this time I'll have her print it on the side. Try that maybe. But anyway, I had her print me off a purple one and purple PLA. Okay. These both was printed in the PLA plus. Okay. What I think's happening, it's supposed to be a stronger plastic. This one, everything was going good until I got back here to this back section, and then I broke it there. And you don't have to be meaning to break it. I mean, you just trying to clip the stuff out of it and, you know, do this and that, and next thing you know, pop, it'd break. So as you can see, I had to replace these two ones, these two rods on the bottom. I had to, these broke out on the one side, so I had to re-glue this. And then I got back here and I broke back these back off again. Okay, and I put them back together on there, as you can see. Now this is just CA glue. I used it, I pretty much smeared it over top of it. I'll sand it before I primer it and paint it. But yeah, and then I broke this up here. I was like, how did this even break when I wasn't even working on it? I don't know if it had a like a where it was printing, it had a fracture or something, but it fell off as I was doing these side pieces. I was like, man, this is bumming me out, you know. So what I'm gonna have her do is I'm gonna keep doing these guys until I can find a better way to take the sports out. You know, I'm going to do it. I'll try it one more time. I'll have her print off another chassis and maybe print it differently on the board or on the plate or something and try it differently. Okay. I'm sorry, I broke it right here too. This little piece broke out. Okay. And I think that might have broke there. Can't really tell. I don't think it broke there, but it looked like it was cracked or something, so I probably smeared some CA glue on it to, you know, fix it so it won't no more. But anyway, yeah, that's the only problem I've found with this file, basically. I don't know if I should contact the person that I bought it off of and let them know, hey man, your files, of course, I know if you print these out in resin, it'd probably be a lot better, probably. But then again, I've had some resin parts and stuff, and I've accidentally dropped them and broke them and everything else. So, that's why I like the actual 3D printing. I mean, it takes a lot to clean it up and stuff like that. Which I was going to get the stuff today and show you guys how to finish this so I can get the body painted. But I never got around to it. I had some things come up and this and that and whatnot. But yeah, I worked on this a total of let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3, and then I worked on it. I've been working on it for about an hour and a half, so about 4.5 hours, guys. And I finally got all the supports out of it, just nibbling away a little bit at a time, And in this, well, I can't show you, but in the trash can, there is plastic upon plastic upon plastic. I couldn't believe how much plastic it took to print this little thing. I mean, this ain't really that big, guys. I can fit it in the palm of my hand. I'm a big guy, but still, But anyway, yeah, I just wish it would print out a little better somehow, or maybe she can make some adjustments on the file or something and get it to print off a little better. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, but for the most part, once it's, you got it together and everything, it don't look too bad. This is the white one that I had that I had her originally 3D print off. So, and like I said, it turned out pretty decent. Like I said, I'll finish this body up and everything, smooth it out, paint it up real good. This one, I was going to do like a horror theme on and stuff, but since I broke it and this and that, I kind of frustrated with it. But I am going to have her print me off another one, like I said, and I'm not going to quit until I can figure out a way. I mean, I even went as far as using my Dremel with cutters to cut down through the supports, and I even went as far as using my soldering iron and using heat. I mean, I was trying everything to get the supports out of here, but I made it. I got them out and everything, but like I said, the frame paid for it. It broke here and here, back here, broke on the side right here. This whole section broke out. And like I said, this broke and I wasn't even messing with it. So I don't know if it had like a hairline fracture where I was flexing on things or what, but it fell off when I pulled the supports out from back here. It just fell off. I was like, oh, awesome. Now I got to fix that. So, but for the most part, yeah, once it's apart, once you get the supports and everything out of it, you can work with this stuff, guys. I mean, you can knock it down a little bit, and then when I go to show you this, I'm going to show you how to do it and cover basically everything and make it to where you can't see none of the 3D grooves or nothing like that. But for the most part, this is pretty smooth. It looks like it's not smooth, but in reality, it really is smooth. You know, it's just the way it looks, the way it's printed. But yeah, this one, like I said, it just, I was taking my time. I was doing, nibbling it out the best I can. And next thing I know, it broke, and I was like, well, I'm done with that. And then the two weight transfer bars right here, they had done and broke off the back. So I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and do what I can do then. They done and broke off right here. I just, I don't know. This is something else. Who knows? Maybe I'll, even the dry shaft snapped. See it? See it right there? Even the dry shaft snapped. And I wasn't really prying on it. I was just taking my uh, sprue cutters and just nibbling it out, going like that, just nibbling it out, a little bit at a time. And it snapped, and I was like, oh my land. I was like, oh my land. So I throwed it over to the side. Well, I said a few choice words, of course. And then I throwed it over to the side, and I said, well, we'll go with the purple one. So I started working on it. And like I said, everything was going good until I got back here. And then it just turned bad. like I said, I was taking my time, nibbling it out, got it all the way back here to this part, to where the rear cage starts, pretty much. All this back in here. And then it broke here. And on both sides, I was like, oh, that's not good. So then this side snapped out. I was like, are you kidding me? So I went ahead and I nibbled all this out. This bar didn't break. Or, you know what I'm saying? Nothing broke, but this two white pieces, I replaced them. And then this piece here, this V piece, it snapped out. And I was like, man, this is not good. So I went ahead and cleaned this stuff out. It went good. And then I started working around these two bars, which these two bars didn't break, or those ones didn't, like they did on this one. These broke off right there at the back of the roll cage. So I don't know. I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong, if it's I'm just not very good at taking the supports out or what. But anyway, yeah, it just went bad from there back. Then I got half of this cleaned out, and I was like, cool, I didn't break that. And then I flipped it over and I started working on this side. Next thing I know, I looked over here, this side was broke off. I was like, this is this trip, man. So I took a little break, watched a little bit of TV, and then I hit it back again, and I finished it up. But in the process, like I said, I broke both of these off and broke these two rods out here and broke this V out. That's where I sanded it. Well, actually, I used Quickset on it because I started getting shaky. I think my sugar was messing up on me a little bit, but so I used Quickset to set it, and this and that. This right here I'll sand and make it round from sanding it. But yeah, if nothing else, maybe I can still use that gray one. I'll just finish cleaning it out, and then maybe I'll cut it off right here at the front of the roll bar cage and extend it out and maybe put two engines on it. I don't know. I mean, you got options, but yeah. But I'm going to have my wife 3D print me off another one, but I'm going to have her adjust the file either to do it on the side or something like that. Anything with less supports, because this is ridiculous here. I mean, this whole area was built up with supports all the way down to the table. It prints like this, 3D prints like this, straight up and down. It's just the craziest thing, man. And then it starts printing, you know, on up and up and up. Alright guys, I'll get off here, and I thought I'd express a little bit, vent a little bit about the chassis and this and that, but like I said, tomorrow I will get to the hardware store and get some stuff, and I'll make another video tomorrow or Sunday, whichever day I get freed up, and I'll show everybody how I do this to smooth it out and go from there. But I'll get off here, and everybody stay blessed, and thanks again for subscribing and liking my channel. I really appreciate that, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, all.